My research question is, how are Julius Caesar and George Washington similar and different from each other? Rome was located on the bank of the Tiber in central Italy, found in 753 BC. Before Julius Caesar ruled, Rome was broken from Etruscan control and became a republic. Roman society was also divided into three classes: the patrician, plebeians, and the slaves. Then Julius Caesar became the ruler and Rome power extended over most of Europe and North Africa. When George Washington was born, Virginia was an English colony and it belonged to England. Virginia was also ruled by the King of England. There were 13 colonies in America when George Washington was a boy. George Washington lived like an English gentleman. He wore English clothes, rode English horses, and he even sent his older son to school in England. Julius Caesar was an important leader in history. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC in Rome to an upper-class family. When Julius Caesar was 16 years old, his father died. Julius was also a talented Roman general politician. He studied philosophy and public speaking in Greece. From 51 to 58 BC, Caesar led military campaigns in Gaul. He also became governor of three territories in the north of Italy. Julius got job as the priest of Jupiter by Maris. Julius Caesar rose in power because he was good public speaker and became the army leader. In 44 BC, Julius Caesar made himself a dictator of Rome for life. On March 15, 44 BC, group of senators killed Julius Caesar because they thought he had too power and he might become a king. George Washington was the first president of United States of America. George Washington was born in Virginia in 1732. When George was 11 years old, his father died. George became a soldier in the Army of Virginia when he was 20 years old. George was known as a brave soldier and a good leader. George Washington was the head of all the soldiers in Virginia and was chosen to help run the Virginia government. George got married in 1759 with Martha Curtis. Washington lived at Mount Vernon with his family and made Mount Vernon into one of the finest farms in Virginia. In October 17, 1781, George and his soldiers won American independence. In April 30, 1789, Washington became the first president of the United States. The similarities between George Washington and Julius Caesar is that both fathers died when they were young. Both Julius Caesar and George Washington joined the military. They both wanted to make their countries powerful and peaceful. They are also known as brave and smart. Julius Caesar and George Washington won battles for their country. Julius Caesar and George Washington were famous leaders in history. Both Julius Caesar and George Washington also were important leaders in their time and in modern time because they made difference in the history. In modern day, we study them because both Julius Caesar and George Washington tried to promote peace and make their countries independent. In fact, Julius Caesar was an emperor, which means he ruled more than one country, but George Washington was a president who ruled only one country.